Hello viewers, welcome back to Eduvert. In previous lecture, you have learned about the use of while loop in C programming. We have learned about its syntax, flowchart, and seen how to use while loop in C programming. In today's lecture, we are going to see about the syntax, flowchart, and programs related to do while loop and for loop in C programming. So let's start. Okay, so let's see first of all about do while loop. So first let us see, it's a control statement in C programming which executes the statement inside the loop at least once. Okay, then only condition is being checked. That means if at least once we are going to execute the statements inside the loop, then the best option for this one is the do while loop. It is also called as post condition statement, control statement in C programming, because the condition is given at the end of the loop. So first statement gets executed, then only the condition is evaluated. So we can see the syntax here. So syntax we can see, first of all initialization is done. You can see here initialization is done. That means the initial value of the variable is given which is going to be used in the loop. Then we use the keyword called do word keyword. Then we give the opening braces. Then we give the statements which we are going to execute multiple times. Then we give either increment or decrement according to the loop. Then we use the while, then we close the braces, and after closing the braces we give the while keyword, and then we give the condition inside the parenthesis, that means inside the bracket, and then we put on semicolon. So this will treat as a statement. So we can see here first a do is given, that means do keyword is used, then opening braces, then the statements which is to be executed multiple times is written. Might be a single statement also, or it might be some multiple statements as well. Then we use either increment or decrement, okay, for the variable which we are using for loop. Then only we give the condition. That's why, since condition is given later on, that's why it is, this do while loop is also called as post condition loop. And let me tell you guys one more thing, as I've already told. So this statement which is inside the body, this is the body of the loop. So this body of the loop will execute at least once whether the condition is true or false. Though the condition might be false later on, which will be evaluated, this statement has to be executed at least once. Then only it goes for checking condition whether it is true or false. If the condition is true, then again this statement gets executed, and if the condition is false, then the statement does not get executed. The control of the program comes out of this do while statement or do while loop. So in this way, this is the syntax for this do while loop. Now let us start to see its flowchart. Okay, we can see here the flowchart. Here is the entry of the program. First of all, initialization of the variable is being done. Then we use the statements. Then we give the statement which is to be repeated, or which is to be executed multiple times. Then we give the increment, decrement. Here you can compare with this syntax as well. Then we give the condition later on. That means if this condition is true, then the control of the program goes up again. This statement gets executed again. and if the condition is false, the control of the program comes out of the loop. So this flowchart also tries to explain you about the use of do while loop in a better way. So now let us try to do one program by using this do while loop in C programming. So I'm going to open the text editor for writing the program. So let us write a program hash include stdio.h hash include conio.h void main bracket open close, and in the main module I am going to write a program int. Let's say I equals to 1. Let's say I equals to 1 do. Then I'm using a do keyword, and inside do keyword, inside the body of this do, and here we give the while condition. I'm writing this one while, and here we give the condition followed by semicolon. But I will write later on. Let us write first of all the body, what we want to do. So do, let us say printf %d comma /t %d/t comma I. Okay, let us try to print the value of I and then increase the value of I by 5. I equals I plus 5, and then we give the condition while I lesser equals to 101. Let us give, and then later on we use getCS to hold the screen so that we can see the output. So here this one is the initialization. Then this one is the statement which is to be repeated. This one is the increment, and this one is the condition. Here is the condition. Okay, condition. So guys, here you can see first of all we have initialized. You can compare with the syntax of do while loop. So first we initialize it, then we use the do keyword, then we open the braces, then we give the statement which is to be repeated again and again, then we either use increment or decrement according to the program, then we give the condition, and if the condition is true, then again this statement gets executed till the condition is true. Then getCS is used to hold the screen. So let us try to run this program. Compile. Okay, let me save the file, give the file name. Let's say do while loop. Let us save it. Okay, program is compiled successfully. Then let's run it. Okay guys, here you can see the program is giving some output 1, 6, 11, 16, 21, 26. In this way it is printing some values up to 101. So you can see guys, first of all I value is 1, so it is printing 1. Then I values increased by 5. Then you can see here, okay, 1 plus 5 becomes 6. Then it goes for checking the condition. Is 6 lesser equals to 101? Yes, condition is true. Then again this statement is executing. So that time, okay, /t will just leave around 8 spaces, blank spaces. Then it goes for printing the next character. So 6 gets printed, then again 6 plus 5 becomes 11. 11 is lesser equals to 101, condition is true. Then again this printf statement gets executed. So I, the value of I, 11 gets executed. Then again 11 plus 5 becomes 16. 16 gets executed. 16 plus 5 becomes 21. 21 gets just printed. Then 21 plus 5 becomes 26. So 26 also gets printed. 26 plus 5 becomes 31. 31 also gets printed. So after adding the value of 5, and it goes for checking for the condition, and if the condition is true, then the I value of I gets printed. So in this way it will check up to 101 until the 101, okay, condition is true, and when it goes for 101 plus 5, it becomes 106, and in that case 106 is not less or equals to 101. So that case becomes false, that condition becomes false, and then the control of the program comes out of the loop. Finally, then get ch is used to hold the screen so that we can see the output. So this is the program about the use of this do while loop. So I hope you have understood the use of this do while loop. Now let us see about the use of the use of for loop. Okay, for loop. So for loop is very popular, one of the very popular looping structure in most of the programming language. So it's very simple and easy to use as well, because initialization, condition, and increment decrement, all the three items are mentioned in the same place as well, that it becomes easier for us to convenient for us to handle with. That's why, so we can see here the syntax about the for statement. So first of all we use the for keyword, then inside bracket we give the three items separated by semicolon. So first is initialization, that means giving the initial value of the condition, then after semicolon we give the actual condition which is to be evaluated in either true or false, and then there is increment or decrement, okay, of the variable. Then if the condition is true, then a statement which is there inside the body of this for loop gets executed, okay, and if the condition becomes false, then the control of the program comes out of this loop. So this is the syntax about the for loop. Now let us see about the flow chart. Okay guys, here you can see one image has appeared. First of all there is entry, then there is initialization. You can see initialization is being done of a variable, then condition is being evaluated, and if that condition is true, then the body of the for loop, whatever it is there, those statement gets executed, and when it becomes false, then the control of the program comes out of the loop. So you can see here, if the condition is true, if it is returning true value, then statement gets executed, then the variable, okay, increment or decrement of a variable, increment or decrement according to the program, increment of a variable or decrement of a variable takes place, then this loop keeps on evaluating the condition. So till the condition is true, this statement gets, or the statement which is present in the body of the loop gets executed repeatedly, and when the condition is becoming false, then the control of the program is coming out of the loop. So in this way for loop also will do the work. Now let us try to do one program related to the use of for loop. Okay, let us close this one. Let's try to do new program. Okay, hash include. Let us try to print the numbers from 1 to 10 using for loop. Conio.h, they are the header files, guys. I have discussed about it in previous lectures. Then we use the void main module. This is the main module of our program, the first entry of our program. And then let us give int. Now let us give for, then I equals to 1, I less or equals to 10, I plus plus. Guys, as I have already told you in the syntax, first we give the initialize the variable. This is called initialization. I equals to 1, and then after semicolon, this is the condition which is to be evaluated in either true or false, and there is increment operator. I plus plus is increment operator. So if the condition is true, then what I am going to do, I am going to print the value of I slash n %d format specifier I. Okay, so I am going to print the value of I. Then after that I am using the after loop, I am using gets yes to hold the screen. Now I am going to execute this program. Let us see what happens. So let me first of all save it, for loop. Okay, for loop, save it. Okay, no any error during compilation. Now let's execute it. Okay guys, here you can see the output is from numbers from 1 to 10, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So how it is working, let's see once more in briefly. First of all, I value is initialized to 1 and I value is less or equals to 10, and then I have used increment operator to increase the value of I by 1. So let me discuss for a while. Okay, so first of all, I value is 1, then it will go for the condition for checking is I less or equals to 10. That means is 1 less or equals to 10? Yes, 1 is less than 10. Condition is true. That's why the program control enters inside the body of the for loop. So this is the body of a for loop. Yeah, inside parenthesis, whatever it is there, that is the body of the for loop. So when condition is returning true, then the control of the program enters in the body of a for loop. So condition is true, so it is entering in the body of the for loop, and in the body we can see there is printf statement. So it will print the value of I. So it will print the value of I. So I is initially 1, so it is printing 1. Then the control of the program goes up again, and then again this condition is being evaluated. So first of all, I plus plus means I value will be increased by 1. So this time I value becomes 2. Then again it goes for condition for checking 2 is less or equals to 10. Yes, 2 is of course less than 10. So condition is true. This statement is executing again. So print I value is 2, so it is 2 is printing in the next new line. Slash n is there, so it is printing in the new line. So value 2 gets printed. Again the value of I is increased by 1. Now 2 plus 1 becomes 3. Then the control program goes up again and it evaluates this condition. So 3 is less or equals to 10. Yes, of course 3 is less than 10, so condition is true. So again this statement is executing. So in this way the value of I keeps on increasing by 1, so that this loop will work continuously, and because of that loop, if the condition is true, then this statement is executing. That means the value of I runs from 1 to 10. So this loop will also execute 10 times. That means when I value is 1, when I value is 2, when I value is 3, then 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and up to 10. So it will keep on printing respectively the value of I as well from 1 to 10. And when it becomes 10 plus 1, 11 finally, then this condition will return the false value, because 11 is not less or equals to 10. So in that case condition becomes false. Then the control of the program comes out of this loop. Then there is the function called getCH to hold the screen, okay, so that we can see the output. So in this way it will print the numbers from 1 to 10. So in this way this for loop will also do the work. So guys, I hope you all have understood the use of this do while loop and for loop in C programming. So if you are liking our video, please like, subscribe our videos. So if there is any comment, if there is any question to ask, you are free to ask in the comment section. And please don't forget to subscribe our channel. Don't forget to just press and hit the bell button, so that whenever we make any new videos, then it will be immediately notified to you. So guys, uh, i I think you are liking our video, so please don't forget to share our videos in different social media channels, so that we will be motivated to make more and more videos. So keep on liking us. Thank you.